Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello, this video will give you a brief summary of the poem The Triumph of Life written by Percy Bysshe Shelley. First of all, let's have a brief introduction to the poem. The Triumph of Life is a poem written by Percy Bysshe Shelley, one of the major romantic English poets. It was left unfinished and was published after his death in 1822. The poem explores themes of life, death, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. The Triumph of Life is structured as a fragmentary narrative poem consisting of 548 lines in terza rima, a form of verse that uses interlocking three-line rhyme schemes. The Triumph of Life is a poem whose structure bears some resemblance to the medieval genre of the dream vision, an allegory or story containing moral and religious significance, though embedded within a more obvious narrative tale. Let us now look at the summary of the poem. Summary of section first. The poem starts with the speaker, Shelley, describing a beautiful sunrise in the mountains. He talks about nature awakening, like flowers blooming and birds singing. Despite this beauty, the speaker reveals he hasn't slept well due to some emotional turmoil. As he watches the sunrise, he falls into a trance-like state. Summary of section 2. The speaker describes a vision he has of a procession or a parade. People of all ages are in the procession, dealing with their fears and anxieties. They interact with shadows in different ways. The speaker contrasts this with the natural world, which remains hidden from the procession. Eventually, a chariot appears, pulled by mysterious creatures and followed by a crowd. The speaker compares the scene to ancient Roman processions. Summary of section 3. The speaker engaged in a conversation with the shade of Jean-Jacques Rousseau, a philosopher. Rousseau explains that life resides in the chariot and the channeled individuals are religious and political leaders. They discuss power, virtue, and the replacement of old ideas with the new ones. Summary of section 4. Rousseau recounts his experiences, including drinking from a river that induces forgetfulness and encountering a woman with a forgetfulness-inducing drug. The scene evolves into a grand procession with the chariot accompanied by wild music and a captive audience. Rousseau describes the reactions of the crowd and his own sense of identity within the procession. Summary of section 5. The final section remains incomplete, with the speaker asking Rousseau about the nature of life. Rousseau begins to respond, but the poem ends abruptly. Overall, the poem delves into themes of human existence, memory, and the passage of time, presented through vivid imagery and philosophical dialogue.